creativity burnout? Yep, we all have the same feeling once, twice, or several times in our life. And it's okay. But what about if I told you that in this video, I am going to awake that creativity using some reusable material, such as aluminum pull tabs or pop tabs? Yep, you heard right. This little fellows here. I will show you in this video how to create something beautiful so you can use in your craft, in your junk journals, in your books, as a bookmarker. So if you're interested, you know what to do. Just stay tuned. Well, thank you so much for staying, and I'm gonna reveal to you what are we gonna do today. So as you know, I am working on my spring junk journal, which I made the cover, which is this one. The inside is horrible because of course I'm working on it. So I thought that maybe in the spine I can do something different. And what I thought is about flowers. And as I mentioned videos before, I have been working in the past with pull tabs, aluminum pull tabs. And I did this little flowers. Oh, let me show you this one. This flowers. So this flowers is with crochet thread, a crochet hook, and pull tabs. So the idea, I made 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Because the idea that I have is to glue. Let me see if I can show you. To glue this here in the spine. Anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put the camera on top of my table. I'm going to show you how I'm going to design it, but that's the idea. So these are the flowers that we are going to be using, or we are going to be making in this video. So I'm going to show you step by step how to make them, and that's gonna, you know, like awake that creativity and give you, and hopefully give you some ideas to do other stuff, because you can do this, you can do small one, see this, you can do you can do this one that is kind of like a keychain that I made too. The camera is like on the other side. The keychain. So, but I'm going to show you how to do this one. Okay? You like it? I love it. I think it's cute. So let's start. So the idea with the journal that I mentioned is that, as I mentioned, this is my cover. Okay? And by the way, this is wallpaper. So I did, I glued it, and so you have the spine and the other covers. Of course, this is not going to stay like that. But right now we're talking about the spine. So the idea that I had is to glue this on here, one here, and one here. So this is the idea. Let me put it closer so I can show it. So this is the idea. So the flowers are there, and that's going to be part of the design for the spine of my book. Okay, so the material that you need to make this beautiful flowers is going to be 10 pull tabs, a lighter, a crochet hook, that this one is 3.5. I use 3.5 because the nylon thread that I use is number 8. Okay, I choose this color because I figured that this color, you can see it better with a black, with a background, the blue black background. So, all right. So those are the, well, of course, and a scissor. Let me grab, oh, I don't have the scissor here. Come on. Well, I'm gonna grab a scissor. Oh, here. Yeah. So this is or any type of scissor. So this is really the materials that you need for this. Okay. Now some suggestions. So with the thread, I do use nylon thread because the nylon doesn't break, or I don't know how the term in English to say that the nylon doesn't, like the thread doesn't damage or whatever with the pull tab, because when you see the pull tab, you have here, you know, little pieces of aluminum that even if I sand it, because I always sand the pieces, when you are crocheting, they can take the thread. So if you use cotton or any other material, it's going to be more delicate to work with the pull tab, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's one thing. The second thing is the pull tabs. There are several different pull tabs, as you can see here. You have, I love this ones, the square ones. You have the square ones and different colors. I think this is green as well. See, this is beautiful. And you have round ones, like the one that we're gonna use, in different colors too. This is red, this is gold, pink, and green. Actually, I made a keychain with this one. See how pretty? How pretty it looks? It looks pretty, right? All right. So, one of the things that I wanted to mention, if you're using this, which is good, oh, this one, which this one is the one that we're going to use today, is this part. If you can see here, it's very smooth, and it's round and smooth, and it's not gonna damage your finger. So if you choose this one that you can see here, you see that this could cut somebody. Even if you sand that, it's still going to cut somebody, because is the fold of this particular pull tab or pop tab. Okay, so see this one, the fold is completely in. This one is one side and then the other side, so it makes this little, I don't know, this little hole, this little gap between the aluminum, and it could cut. All right, it's not going to be a lot of damage, but if you're selling your stuff, or you don't want that to happen, or even if you're giving it to somebody, you don't have to sell it. Okay, so all the pull tab that you choose for this project should be with this round thing. If you don't have any and you use this one, just try to sand it a little bit, and that's gonna be okay. But it's a suggestion, that's what I do. Okay, so this pull tab is the one that we're gonna use. Okay, so what else? So yeah, so just the hook, which I mentioned that is 3, is it 3 or 2? Where is it? It's 3.5. I don't know if you can see it. This phone is not, I don't know why it's not. Anyway, there, E 3.5. And I use a smaller one. You see this? I use the orange one, the smaller one, to help me sometimes with taking out the thread or something. So, all right. But the reality is that we're going to use this one, the red one, the 3.5. So let's start. Okay, so I'm gonna try to explain it as easier as possible. I do not know all the names of the knots, but I think, or the chains, but I think if you see me doing it, is going to help you. So the first thing that we have to do is the regular, loop that we do. So what I do is that I put this thread, the shorter thread here, and then the longer thread between these fingers. So see here and then here, and this one goes over my thumb and inside this one. Okay, so you have like a triangle. So you take your hook, you go over, under, over, under, and go inside the thumb, and you have the loop. Let's do it again. So we put the thread, the big thread, like the long thread there, the short one goes above the thumb, and then it goes under between these two fingers. Okay, so you have a triangle. So you go over, under, twist, go over, take the thread and go between the thumb of that loop. See that? And let go. All right. I believe there's a lot of YouTube channels that I can explain you exactly how it is, but because with the words and everything, but showing you the basic of how to do it. And I do believe there's other way without the hook, but I don't know how to do that. All right. So in the time you have your first, let's say that this is your first chain. Okay. You're going to now work with your pull tabs. So as I mentioned, you're going to have 10 pull tabs. So the idea is to grab, so let me explain to you something. The first thing that we're going to do is the inside, and then we're going to go to the outside. Okay. I have here one that I didn't put the little crystal in the middle so you can see it. So this is the idea, and this is what we're going to do first. Okay. This is the back, how it looks, the back. And then we're going to do this part. Okay. So we grab one pull tab. So there is two sides of the pull tab, this one and this one. Okay. You're going to grab this first part, this part. Then you're going to get another pull tab, and this one you're going to put it under this one. See that? This first and the second under. You grab your thread, you go between them, and you're going to do a single crochet. Don't worry that we're going to do the 10 of them in real time. So this is the idea. See that you have two threads there? So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so again, take your third pull tab, you put it in the back, Poochie's crying. Then you're gonna insert the hook between the second one and the third one. Okay, the hole that is there. So you insert the hook, take the thread, and make a single crochet. See that? Then we're going to take the fourth one. You get inside two of them, grab your thread, go through. You have two loops here. You see that? You grab your thread and you go inside the two loops. Two loops. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So see how it looks? Then you grab the other one in the back, remember. Now between this one and this one, you go through, insert the hook, take the thread, you have 2 loops. Now you take the thread and go inside both loops. Let's do the other one. Again, inside, take the thread, you have 2 loops, take the thread and go 1 and 2. Okay, let's do this one very slow together. So take your pull tab, position it in the back, you take your thread, the long thread, of course, you have a hole here, so you grab your crochet, go inside that hole, grab the thread, put that loop inside the same hole, you have 1 and 2, and now above you're going to take the thread and go 1 and 2. See that you're having chains here? These are called chains. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, see how it looks? And you're going to see that you did right if you have 2 threads in each pull tab. See here, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See that? I mean here, because you're always going to see this one. Okay, let's go for the next one. Go inside, grab the thread, you have 2 loops and a single crochet. Okay, so the last one, go in and a single crochet, and the last one, go in and single crochet. All right, so now you have all your 10 pull tabs together, but now you have to, oh sorry, now you have to put this one with this one, attach this one, because this is the flower, see that? Okay, so what are we going to do is that the thread stays under, okay, and you're going to pull all this, and this end, which was the first one, is going to be under the other one, the last one that you just made. Okay, so let me explain. This was the first one you made, and this is the last one, right? You're going to take the first one and put it under the last one. Your thread, your long thread, don't confuse the thread, is under. Okay, so you take this 2 and go in. You see that? Take the thread. Oh, you take the thread. You have 2 loops, the same, but now you go like inside here. See that? Inside, you take the thread here and you do your single crochet. See? Then you have your flower. So this is the idea. So now what we have to do is we're going to do a split stitch here in this chain. You see that? Because we're still not finished. But before we do that, we're going to cut the long thread. So cut it. Okay, so see what is happening now? You have this was the first one that you started with, and this is the one that you just cut. So what are we going to do is that we're going to split stitch this one. Okay, so let's see if I can show in the camera. So you go under here, okay, you take the thread and you go inside that one and pull all the way up. So now what is happening is that you have one thread in the top and one thread in the bottom. This thread was the first one that you start doing the crochet, okay? And this one is the split stitch that you just made. So now what we're going to do is that in order for the circle to be a little bit tight and neat, we're going to thread this this thread inside the next stitch. So we're going to go under, okay? Let me go with this one. We're going to go under. So we go to the next stitch. See that? And we just slip through. See that? See what we're doing? Now the two of them, the two threads are in the back side. And when you turn it, look at that beautiful flower. See? Perfect and neat. All right. So now we're going to disappear this threads and do it nice and neat like this one's. See? And even this one. You can barely see where like maybe here, but okay, so that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is that we're going to close neat, very neat, these two ends, okay? This one and this one. So there are several ways to do it, but I'm going to show you how I do it, okay? So the first thing I do is that I open the thread. Take one of the threads and open it, and you can see there's always one that is going to go loose and there are two together. So I don't force it, I just take that and for me this is the easiest way to do it. And I pulled it until you see that the thread is completely separated and here. Okay. So I'm going to do my best here to explain, and hopefully my camera is going to show. But you see where this thread is here, right? So the idea is that I'm going to make a nut. So what I'm going to do is that this thread, I'm going to put it inside the next stitch, or this next thread that is here. That's why I used the smaller one. Yeah, it's not easy, but you can do it. And with the camera, okay. So see that? And I am going to take the one thread and pass it through. Pass it through and pull it. So what happened is that I have one here, see? And I have the other one in the other loop. You see that? See? Hopefully you can see it. So the idea is to make a knot here. So I do one. Let me do it slowly. Let me do it here. I promise I'm gonna get better of this with this. Okay. So you have it here. So you have one thread, two threads, sorry, and one thread, right? And you're gonna do the knot. Simple knot. And you're just gonna close it and tie it really firm. See that? Okay, so now what we're going to do is that we're going to cut the thread here and we're going to burn it, and this one the same. So let me find my little scissors. I don't know where my little scissors is. Okay, so we're going to cut the thread here. Whoa. Here, not here and all the way down, no, a little bit up. See that? I'm going to explain you why. Because I want this to happen. So I have a little piece here to burn. Take the lighter and I burn it. See? Another thing that you should know is do not go with big flame to the nylon, because you're gonna burn it, and then you're gonna have like a black spot there, which is gonna look really ugly. All right, so now we're gonna burn the other side. So the same thing, we're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it, leaving a little, not back here, no, leaving a little bit of thread. See that? That's what we need. This is what we need. You see that? So it burns. So you use your lighter very carefully and you burn it down. It's difficult to see that? Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. The other thread, sorry. So you open the thread and you're going to see that there are they two stay together, see? And one separates. You just pull. Oh, we have to have fun with what we make and what we do, because right, life is too stressful and too hard. Okay, so see that? It's already all the way down. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make a close up. So we identify where it is, which is here. See that? And we're going to go to the other, whatever thread you have close to it. Let's see. Oh, it needs one more turn. Okay, so whatever thread maybe we should put it here. See this one? So you're gonna put your little, I know it's not that easy to do it, but it's possible. See that? You take one of the threads and pull it in. Is it in? Let's see. No, it's not in. Okay, let's do it again. We take one of the threads, one of the loops. We take the thread and pull it in. There we go. See, it's there. You pull it all the way. Okay, now that we have one here, and we have the other one here, you see that? So now we can do the knot. So we do one knot. Let's do it slow. Pass through, go inside the regular knot. I think this is called like regular knot or nut. And I do not make doubles or I do it twice because I don't want this to be bulky. Okay, I want it as neat as possible. So see, we have a thread here and we have the other thread here. So Neat. And then you're gonna cut. Remember to leave a little bit of thread. Oops. Because this is what we need. So remember that? So it burns. Okay. You're gonna do the same with the other one. Take the thread. Leave a little bit of thread. Because what we need this little part here. Okay. There we go. And now if you feel this too hard with your finger, you can use the lighter to help you push the nylon. Okay, like that. All right. So here we have it. Look, neat, nice, in the front and in the back. Isn't it cute? Oh, see this? You have to burn this one a little bit more. Let's do that. See that? Okay. Oops. There we go. Now everything is perfect and neat. Okay, so now we are going to do this part, the outside part, okay? So we're gonna crochet this part here. Okay, so for this part, which is the second crochet that we're gonna do, we normally gonna, we're working this side. Now we're gonna turn our flower and we're gonna work this side, okay? So again, we were working this side, which is the front. You turn it because now we're gonna work here, and actually we're gonna work with this loop. So we need our first loop again. So the fingers here, here, above the other one, and go through. You have your triangle, triangle. You go like this, under, above, under, and inside the thumb one. Okay, so normally we will do this, right? But the thing is that we need this loop inside the pull tab. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our pull tab and put the loop, that loop inside, all the way in. Grab it here, and well, here you can grab already the, so you don't get, so the loop doesn't get loose. And you grab the other thread. So see what we did? We passed this loop through that first pull tab. Okay. So now what we're going to do, all this is going to be split stitch. So we're going to do, we take, so we're under, right? We take the thread and we split stitch. So we have one loop here, and we have one loop here in the front. See that? Okay. After you do your first split stitch in the pull tab, you're going to do 2 more before you grab this pull tab, the second pull tab. So we're going to do 1 split stitch, 2 split stitch, okay, And now we're going to go to the pull tab. So you have the second pull tab, you go in, grab your thread, and make a slip stitch. So this is how it should look. See that? 1, 2. Let's do it again. So you already did a split stitch here. So now you're going to do 2 split stitch. Now we're going to do the 2 split stitch inside this side of the pull tab. So we go in, see that? Grab the thread, go in the same hole, and do a, this is complicated, but you can do it. There you go, the first split stitch. Then you go in the same hole again, grab the thread, go in the hole, and do the second split stitch. Okay, now you're gonna grab the third pull tab. So you take the thread, you take the hook, you go to the hole to the other pull tab, take the thread, go inside that hole, and make another split stitch. See how it's looking? Look at the other side. See? Let's do it again. Let me just put this tight here. Okay. So again, we already did 1 split stitch in this pull tab. So now we're gonna make 2 in the same hole. So you put your hook inside the hole, take the thread, go inside the same hole, and do the slip stitch. Okay, this is 1. I have to do the second one. Two. Now that we have 2, we grab the other pull tab. We go inside that hole. See that hole? Inside. Grab the thread. Go inside that same hole, and do the split stitch. Okay. You see that? Oops. See that? Now we're gonna make. Look, I have a hair here. No matter what, I'm gonna have Poochie's hair everywhere. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I try my best not to. I clean my how you call it? Like I take out the hair and all that stuff. All right. So now we have the hair. Now we need 2 split stitch in the same hole. So go inside, grab the thread, make a yeah, sometimes it's difficult, but at the end, it's worth it and you can do it. And the thing is that I make it tight because I like my flowers to be tight. But you can make it a little bit loose. So 1, and let's do the second one. There we go. Now we're gonna grab this, the next pull tab. So we go inside that hole. We grab the thread, take the thread inside the same hole, and we split stitch. Now we have this and this one together, so we need 2 split stitch inside this main hole, this same hole. So we go in the same hole, take the thread, make 1 split stitch, 1 split stitch, same hole, and this is the second split stitch. It's difficult to make it like because I'm looking through my phone camera and it's not the same. All right, we have the 2 split stitch, then we go to the next one. right? Hope you got it. Let's do the next one. Can you hear that it's raining? Yeah, today is a rainy day. And the light is terrible, but I had to make the video. Wow. Alright, so far so good. See that? See how pretty it looks? This has to be tight. See how pretty it looks? Believe me, it's worth it. It's a little bit of work, but it's worth it. Oh, what happened here? Okay. Grab your stitch and go in. 1 and 2. We're almost there. It's so soothing, the rain. Okay, we're almost there. And remember, it's just practice. If it's your first time, just practice, practice, and practice. It's going to be worth it. 1 and 2. Okay, so now we're on the next one. So this is the last pull tab. So we grab our hook, we go in, take the thread, and make a split stitch as well. And we're going to do the two split stitch in the same hole. So 1, 2. Oh gosh. All right. So there are several ways to do this, but I'm going to show you how I do it. So what I do is that I put this thread on the other side, like like this. Okay. Wait, I put it here. Here. You see that? Okay. Because what we're going to do now is that we're going to split stitch in one of this chain, in this chain that you see here. Okay. So we're going to go in, we take the thread, and we split the stitch here. See that? Let's see what is happening here, because I see a lot of stuff. Let me see. Oops, up. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let me check, and I will come back. Let me check. Okay, I figured it out. So after you make, sometimes I forget. After you make the second split stitch, okay, that you're here, you're gonna take the thread, like, let me show you, this thread inside, okay, inside. So it's gonna be inside your project or your flower. This thread is gonna be inside. You need both threads like in here. So now this thread, which is the first one that you had, you're gonna put it in the back, and now you're gonna do the split stitch. Okay, so you go under the chain, take it and you do the split stitch. All right, there you go. And now you have everybody, see that? Good. I'm just checking that everything is good. All right, so here you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna open the thread and you're gonna pass it through the chain here, and then you're gonna open the thread, put in the chain here, and use the lighter. Okay, I'm gonna time lapse you for that. Okay, so here you have it, your flower, nice and neat. And in the middle, as you can see here, I put a little bead, which was one of these, I think. You just push it, see? So what I do is that I put a little bit of glue here, and I just push the bead, and there you have it. You can do that. You can put I remember the ladybugs that the charms, the ladybug charms that I made. I'm gonna put the video here. I made these ladybugs, and actually you can use them too. You can look at this ladybugs. Look at this, so cute. I made it with UV resin. You can glue it here too. Look at that. That looks so cute. So you can put some glue here and just glue it there. Boop. That is adorable. So here we have it. Where are the pull tabs? So now you can know that with pull tabs you can make this beautiful flowers. So there you go. Now you learn how to make this beautiful flowers. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this gave you a little bit of ideas and awaken that creativity that we all have inside of us. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe here, and oops, and you, yes, you, remember, be happy. Make whatever it is that make you happy. Life is too short. All right, so see you in the next video. Bye.